Good evening. Ira Epstein with your Metal Market Wrap-Up, and this wrap-up is for Tuesday. And we're sitting here now at the 4th of February, 2025, getting on about 6:20 p.m. Central Time. So as we look at the markets, you're down a little bit tonight in the gold and the silver, but these are now approaching, take a look, 2,900. Silver market back up towards the 33-cent area. You were down pretty hard in the dollar today as a number of currencies rallied against it. I don't think it's anything more than still the reactions to what we've been getting to President Trump. And you do realize he's only 2 weeks in office, if you think about it. It seems to me like we've lived through a lifetime event. Today, he's hosting President Netanyahu. He signed off this afternoon on a tough bill for Iran. He made it sound, I didn't really want to do this, but he did it anyways, of course. Sounds like he would like to sit down and talk with the president of Iran and see if something can be worked out. That's basically what it is. But at the same time, remember, speak softly, carry that big stick, and he used that big stick called the pen to put the pressure back on. As I'm watching what's going on in the White House now, again, a grandiose statement from the president that the U.S. might have to take over the Gaza Strip. I want you to hear what I said. I'm not misspeaking. Take over the Gaza Strip and redevelop it. I guess the president thinks this is a shopping mall area. I don't know what he's got in the back of his mind. And Netanyahu, of course, says, well, that might be an idea worth exploring. I'll let you deal with all that. Here's what you're going to deal with in the morning. You saw we had the JOLTS number today. And as for jobs and labor turnover, first of all, there is no labor turnover. People don't want to lose their jobs. It's very hard to get a new one. That's number one. Number two, about 400,000 less jobs were being offered. We're going to get the Mortgage Bankers Association numbers at 6. The ADP private sector numbers are coming out. They're looking for the numbers about 150,000 new jobs. You were down to 122 before. Will there be any adjustments? And remember, as we get into this March-April period now, we're at that period where very soon they do make adjustments to what the labor numbers are. I think they're a 6-month or a 1-year adjustment, so be ready for that. The U.S. December trade balance numbers are going to come out at 7:30. They're looking for it approaching $100 billion. That isn't going to be very good here, okay? And the EIA petroleum stocks, well, they're going to come out at 9:30, but we're seeing big builds in the EIA numbers today, so that's another thing that I think, you've got to study and look at very hard. You can see the energy markets came down, then came back up, coming back down again. It is a wild ride in everything right now. Bonds and notes, they're down a little bit tonight. So when we take a look at gold, if you were to finish right here, you'd be up about 1.36% for the week if you were to finish there, and that would give you a new all-time high close. So the market continuing to move up. As I said, you're approaching the 2,900 level in the April gold. And as you can see, this market continues to make higher highs, higher lows. Now, something that should bother everybody. You've pretty much had a phenomenal run here from the 26.25 area to 28.75. So at any point, you can get a setback. What you want to see is, on the setback, does the market challenge the 18-day average? And I am not calling for one here. I said you could get one at any point in time. What the market keeps doing is it keeps getting up to the upper Bollinger Band, giving you a good break, and then going up and making new highs. And as long as you're embedded, my friend, is that slow stochastic that when it locks in and embeds, it stays like that. And when it does so, it often is a sign that the breaks are going to get well bought until the market has the red line close under 79, and then the correction begins. Sometimes you get a good lead of the embedded reading changing before price does. It's often the case, not always, often. Then we take a look at the gold-silver ratio, and as long as you stay under this 18-day average, it means the silver is staying relatively well bid in comparison to the gold. And you see it's come alive recently, but it's not embedded like the gold. So while it's holding up with it, I don't know what this all means. In the copper market, just yesterday we were talking, and let's go back to yesterday because I think it is important. The market came down, hit the lower Bollinger Band, then went back to the 18-day average of closes. So now the question is, first of all, you're not trending. You have a higher high and a lower low. If you get through this high, the next resistance could be the 200-day average up to the upper Bollinger Band. And as you can see, that's pretty much what the market is trying to do at this point in time. I still don't see a pattern here that is working out for a trade. I see a spinning around sideways action against the 18-day average, where it's been doing that for about the past 7-8 days. In the platinum market, after hitting the upper band, you're falling into the support zones. Can you get back there? Again, not a trend trade. What you've got is a lower low, higher high. That's not to say the market hasn't exploded to the old-time highs. It has. But these are, how do I put this, unbridled markets under all the statements coming out of the White House, all the different things being said, the week of tariffs. I feel like this week, I can't wait for Friday already. I don't know how you feel, but it's been a wild run. In the dollar index, we're falling back, but I'm looking for the battleground, the 108.37 area right now. I think that's more or less what the market wants to do. It got up, couldn't quite get through the upper Bollinger Band, pulled back today, and we'll see if tonight it pulls up to the 18-day average. Wouldn't surprise me that it does that. You're getting a downdrift in a lot of the stocks now because what happened is at the end of the day, we got earnings from a number of the big companies, and they're not spending as much as people might have thought for this AI. And, that's going to matter a lot. But people have to understand what happens with AI. You spend a lot, and then you don't spend as much. You're trying to monetize and get things going. We've seen it can be done. Look at Palantir. It was up today double digits. 20 some odd %. But others will find that they're having a rougher time with it, and you're priced to perfection. So just remember that. So you'll get these companies that come up, be it an Amazon, be it a Meta, whatever. Oh, they're not spending enough, and the market gets all nervous. This is an evolution process in AI. It will work. It's going to affect you every day. I'm already seeing every upgrade I'm getting on my own software, be it a Copilot part to it, how it's filling in sentences on my Outlook. It's all, I see what's going on. It's happening right in front of your eyes. I want to remind you that, if you're a futures trader, you should take a look at what we write here. I put out my complete futures research. Complete means it has 2 updates, Monday through Thursday. So 2 a day, then another one Friday morning and 1 Sunday night minimum. You get graphics, you get what I'm thinking of the markets. It's written in a way so you should be able to read it in under 2-3 minutes. The bigger one is always in the morning. I take time in the evening. It's much less, and then I write again throughout the morning again for you. But the charts will look like this that come with it. So you get videos that tie into this. I cover all the main sections of the futures markets. We look at daily and weekly charts, and we base decisions based on 5 technical indicators. I explain them. I'm hoping you take the courses because you can work with it that way. It includes our QT Mobile, so you can hear what we do, see what we do, watch the videos as they come through. And I'm picking right now a new special report that I want to get done. I might write it tomorrow, or I'd rather record it tomorrow. We'll take a look and see how my day's going, but that's what I'm scheduling. IraEpstein.com research. Go there. You'll see everything you need. You can move your cursor to the top up here. It'll take you that way as well. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. I'll catch up with everyone in the morning.